But I think that selfie sticks are fine. I think that it's a brilliant invention. I don't know. So people get all, you're just a narcissist when you have a selfie stick. But if you're on a couple's vacation, like you go to Disney World with your wife.
Yeah, because there's always somebody that doesn't get in it. Where are you?
I'm right there.
Yes.
Photoshop.
Yes.
I just yelled into the microphone. Hey, man, you know what's important right now, though, is that we're back. How long has it been?
A year and a half. Can I take this off now? Like it's like melting.
After some point, actually, it's a joke mustache. You can't take it. Oh, you ruined the joke. It doesn't have super glue on it. I was gonna tell you it did, like you'd believe me, but you did it.
It like so. I shaved the peach fuzzies off my face, or that would have sucked a lot more.
You shave your face like with a razor,
That's
or
like
with a hair puller?
No, like a little 25-cent eyebrow groomer.
Oh,
thing.
really?
Yeah, that's like a huge thing now because why I don't need peach fuzz on my face. Your makeup goes on better.
Yeah.
And it doesn't, like, women's hair doesn't grow back thicker.
The women need like what you think at some point women will just stop growing facial hair?
I know, right?
Like you don't grow it like a dude grows it.
It's just that so I paid $200. This is welcome to a woman's life. I paid $200 for this thing called a PMD. It's a personal microderm like little kit. So it's basically like a spinning nail file
right.
that you just like rip across your face to remove.
It's like a automated cheese grater.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a cheese grater for your foot, but for your face.
Oh, so you can sharpen a knife and remove skin from your face. Okay,
yes.
cool.
You're
like,
to keep
let me
your,
sharpen my
skin
knife.
Clear and healthy and whatever. So,
I have a Dremel outside. We could just put 600 grit sandpaper.
I mean,
on
that's
it.
like if you got low grit and a Dremel, it's the. I mean, it's shaped like a dildo and everything. It's like the same. It's the same.
I like
stuff.
to put it close to my mouth. It's part,
Please, horseshoes and hand grenades does not advocate putting a Dremel next to your mouth. Please do not do this.
Or a dildo, for that matter. That didn't sound right coming out of my mouth. Speaking
the
of,
dildo didn't sound right coming out of your mouth.
No, I don't. I'm very upset that I even said that. I need to go wash my mouth out with soap.
But yeah, so I got this like stupid eyebrow grooming kit thing. And I had watched all these women. They're like shaving their face because it makes your makeup go on better, and it apparently like helps clear your skin. And I'm like, I don't even like. You can't even see the peach fuzz I have on my face until you get in the light, and you're like, well, I guess I have it too. So I like started shaving it, and I'm like, this is the coolest thing ever because there's like these tiny little bit of like fuzz puff.
Yeah,
on the thing, and I was like, yes, and so I did it.
That is awesome. So is step 2 joining the Dollar Shave Club?
I thought of it's not you don't like shave. It's like you take just a straight razor and go. It's like Sweeney Todd.
What if I used it on my face? Would it do anything?
No,
it can't fight the battle.
No,
yeah,
it's not.
My face is like steel wool.
Yeah, it would fall apart. Like if you did it like around here, it may do something. But
like up in this area.
So, yeah, the soft fur area.
Yeah, but okay. My face can actually clean a grill.
You've got like I don't think I've ever dated anybody that got like fur.
Well, no, I guess not, because no. Most of them can only grow like the Mexican stash.
Yeah, there was like everybody had a Mexican stash and or kept it shaved so close that there were.
I used to shave.
Yeah, you did.
And then I was like, well, No Shave November came around, and I don't know what possessed me to just participate in that.
And then it was like no shave ever.
Yeah, then it was just okay. Because at the end of the month, Stephanie said, "You look handsome. You're not allowed to shave it." I said, okay.
And then I tried to talk him into it.
Yeah, because you wanted me to do this. You wanted me to look like Wesley.
Yes, I wanted you to look like a pirate, like Carrie Ewells.
I'm the Dread Pirate Roberts. I'm listening to a book by him right now, by the way. He's reading it himself. It's amazing.
Is it like This Is My Life thing?
No, it's the As You Wish, the book he wrote on The Princess Bride, the making of The Princess Bride. It's actually really good. It's an audiobook, so he reads it, and they have a bunch of other dudes from the movie come in and read it.
That makes me happy.
Yeah, it's really cool. As you learn all about apparently fencing is challenging. That's what I've learned so far.
Especially with your left hand.
Yeah, they had to teach him how to do left-handed fencing, left-handed, right-handed fencing.
Yeah, because they both looked badass. Did you watch the fencing, the Olympics?
No, I didn't.
That shit was messy and
really
disappointing, and it happened so quickly that you couldn't tell what was happening. And they use floppy wiener.
Yeah.
Like they fight with like wet spaghetti noodles.
Yeah, it's not as awesome as you want it to be.
No.
Like if you're fighting to the death, it's a lot more intense.
Yeah, we need some like Coliseum shiz up in here.
Yeah. Are you not entertained? And we're like, no, do something, like kill each other or whatever. That would be great.
So Fuku, I actually have seen weaponized. What else would you call a dildo? Like, what's another word for a dildo?
Personal massager.
Well, no.
That's what they sell in the old lady magazines.
It's like a vibrator, though.
Well,
it's just like a lump of rubber.
False wiener.
Personal.
Pseudo wiener.
I have seen pseudo wiener fights. Like the big long ones where if you got hit upside the head, it would probably hurt.
Oh, like it's a lightsaber, but it's a giant wiener?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it was Japanese because...
where else? Why would you need one of those anyway other than just... they're all considered novelties because they don't... that way if anybody damages themselves...
Yeah. Oh,
blah, blah,
blah, blah.
Yeah. They really are. Faux schlong.
Faux schlong. Faux schlong?
That's awesome.
Faux schlong.
I don't even know where to go with all this conversation about toys.
Steven's like, I'm uncomfortable.
No, so I found an adult coloring book under our couch, and the first thing that popped into my head when I said adult coloring book was like nudie coloring book, but it's not. It's like it's like everything's paisley, and you can paint all the colors. It's like when you said I went to an adult playground today.
Yeah.
And okay, why is it that when you're an adult, anything that is like classified as adult it means boobs? And
that's actually really true.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I went to an adult club. Well, what if it's just a club where you're just adults sitting around playing video games, but everybody goes, oh, you go to adult clubs? What's wrong with you?
Like, what other club? I feel like clubs would need to be classified like I went to an under 18 club.
Right.
Because I feel like club in general, but I like playground. I went to an adult playground where people dressed like horses and spanking each other.
Is that what people do at adult playgrounds?
I've never seen an adult playground that wasn't... See, Dressed actually was with me at this adult playground, so he understands.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we had this conversation. I'm like, what do I tell people this was?
Right. But I mean, you could be an adult and the thing not be sexual.
Right. But if you... Like, an adult movie...
Yeah, I went to... Well, see, now adult movies, that's nudity.
Right, yeah.
But so is Terminator, right? Because it's rated R, so it should be an adult thing.
Right, but I would force my child to watch like the whole series when they're like in my womb. Oh yeah,
I think the first rated R movie I ever saw was like 7 or 8, and it was Terminator 2.
Yeah.
And I was like, I saw an R-rated movie, but there's really nothing in it but shooting stuff, like people blowing up.
There was like American R-rated.
Yeah, American R-rated, where it's fine. It's just people getting blown up left and right.
Is there alcohol in this wassail?
Not that I know of. We are drinking today's. So I've been streaming a lot in the past couple weeks, and every night I'm usually drinking a beer of some sort. And so you always have to
adult
introduce.
Streaming.
I'm adult streaming, which is also not okay. There's another website for that, not Twitch. Be careful.
Wait, you have your own adult streaming website?
No, but there is one.
Like Twitch for adults?
Like Twitch for
boobs?
People who want to be naked on the internet.
That's Twitch. Have you seen a female streamer?
That's very true.
Like,
I don't understand.
I can't even what's up, guys?
Hey, everybody! I wore my nice shirt today.
Stretched out.
The game is just in the lower corner, and the rest of it is just boob.
It was Scott Johnson. Somebody made a crack about that.
Yeah.
I was just like, I love this man.
Yeah, it's absolutely true. Like, if you want to be a female streamer, just put the game real low in the bottom right, and then just your boobs front and center.
Yeah,
and then giggle like, they're killing me. And I'm a serious gamer, you guys. Seriously, they're killing me.
My serious gaming ends up in bad words that I try not to say.
Like a real gamer.
Well, that's just like a real adult failing at something, like mother.
My real adult feels like I quit. I don't because I don't swear, so I just sit there and I swear like Yosemite Sam. Like I'll be like,
I don't understand how you don't curse. Like if I like Doom, I can't get past the Foundry, and every time I try it, it makes me so angry that these words bubble up, and I don't know how not to say them. I mean, I did for like a year.
It doesn't even take any restraint. I just never started swearing, so I don't have to sit there and think about like how I don't want to swear. It never became a habit, and I have to counterbalance my friends. Like
that's true.
Like I have one particular friend who, if we both swore, there would be there'd be nothing that anyone could ever listen back to without being uncomfortable.
I realize that's all your friends.
It really is. I have to have chaos in my life.
Steven is like. Steven is a hoard out Jiminy Cricket. Like, there's only one Jiminy Cricket on the planet, and so he has to, like slather himself broadly.
Like, hello, my challenged friends who swear and have difficult life decisions to make.
Yeah, so all of his friends are like... everybody has that a-hole friend, right?
Yeah.
And, like, Steven definitely is the counterbalance to everyone. Like, yeah, Steven's so good that he attracts. Like when Steven's in a bad mood, it everybody kind of sits back and they're like looking around, waiting for like God to descend from the clouds because the world's over. It's incredibly confusing.
I have challenges, so I'm not often in a bad mood. But
that's what I'm saying. Like it's so infrequent that it's shocking to everybody.
Yeah, some days I'm in a bad mood. Sometimes it's just an anxiety attack. Like I've had a rough month or two, and I've been like,
it's because your in-laws are living with you.
Stop eating my sesame cake.
I don't know that silence.
Four adults in a house.
I have anxiety. Sometimes. And if I'm generally like very quiet and pensive and it's because something internal is going wrong. That's where I have conditions.
Steve, that's why Steven's been streaming so much. He's like, if you need me, I'll be up in the tool
I'll
shed.
be talking to the internet for a while.
I'll be sharing my problems with my friends.
Then I got Grand Theft Auto, and I've just been running people over on the sidewalk all day. It's been awesome.
You take that, and I'm going to take my money back too, ho.
Yeah, just like, I'm going to pick up a hooker and run him over. Yeah.
This is how Jiminy Cricket spends his time.
Stephanie, so I Grand Theft Auto 5 was on 40% off sale this week, and I'm just like, can't pass that up. I want to play that forever. And I said, I'm going to go run some people over for a little while, Stephanie. I'll be back. This is going to come upstairs while Sam was sleeping. She's like, I'm not really sure if I should worry about you.
It's shocking.
I'm just like, no, it's really, the stories are really great. Everyone in the game is a terrible human being. But you're just like, this is fine. You're just driving around.
This is why the rest of the world worries about America, because we're just like Mortal Kombat and GTA, and we're like, and they're like, and you get upset about saying a nipple.
Yeah. Oh, did he get hurt? I thought he was yelling.
I think, yeah, me too. I thought I was going to say hi, but.
We have a baby in the house.
We had a baby. It's a boy.
It's a boy. Oh, we didn't talk about any of the things you had listed on this list of show openers.
I forget what they were. Okay, Black Mirror.
Okay.
Have to watch.
All right. It's on the list.
The first episode is shocking. They're like standalone.
Yeah, you told me about the first episode. But I've seen it popping up on Twitter everywhere.
Yeah, you could actually skip the first episode if sex with a pig offends you.
For the internet, I'll say yes. That's generally offensive.
This is like, what else was it? Oh, there's this thing, and it's all. I have chill bumps. Look at this. Like my hairs are like all. I'm like iZombie.
That you haven't shaved. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I haven't like defuzzed.
Defuzz.
The defuzzening. That's like a once a week thing. So What was I excited? Muse. There's this thing. Jacob, where he works, is awesome because he brings home all this stuff and I get to play with it. It's not an adult.
Jacob works in an adult place. Does he work at a place with adult stuff?
Yeah.
Because that's what I just heard.
The things are for adults, but it's a headband called Muse,
Okay.
and it has sensors on it, and it like you wear it for a minute, and it tracks your like normal brain activity, and so
Right.
it helps you meditate. So you can do like 5, 7, 12, 20-minute like intervals, and it starts you and it helps you like train. So you put it on, it gets all adjusted, blah blah blah, technical crap, and the one I'm listening to is the beach, but I mean, there's like rainforest, city, blah, blah, blah.
Like those fall asleep things.
Yeah. Like you can do it at any time during the day, though. It's not necessarily, it's just to help you like.
It's your
Chills
meditation
and-
has been. Ah! It scared me too. Oh!
Remember those bad words I was talking about earlier? I apologize.
He's an asshole, sir.
You bleep all the bleep.
It's a Halloween episode. Stephanie just
There's like this massive blue spot on the thing
it's
where
huge.
we
Just blew the mics out. You scared. I was in on it, and I got scared.
That was good.
I was in on it.
My sister's an a-hole.
Everyone with headphones on just then was like, "Ah!"
We apologize.
They told me they wanted to scare you. This was your mother and your sister, both.
I clipped that dual screen. Now it's more.
It was awesome.
So much bullshit.
They wanted to scare you, and I was in on it and still got scared to death.
Because I screamed, you screamed.
That's awesome. That was awesome.
I
Happy
didn't even
Halloween.
I didn't even see this. It was just that she opened the thing and screamed. I don't know what I was like even talking about.
Oh man, she dug up Henry.
Ow.
Oh man, I didn't mean to say that on the air. We had to.
Is that why there's like dirt and claw marks on this?
Oh, it's just a dead man.
I'm
in
making
our
that
backyard.
scream my new text tone.
It's perfect. I might go back and listen to it.
I know.
I'm going to have to go back and like de-amplify it a little bit.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
Sorry about your ears.
My bad.
Do you tan by moonlight? Yeah, my dad said the only way he knew I wasn't a vampire is because I like garlic so much.
I don't know. I think that might actually not be a real true vampire. Let's remember that vampires are a little bit, reimagined in every book.
I do not sparkle. Oh, I'm H&H on here. I'm like, why? Okay. Yeah, I don't sparkle. Well, actually I do because like I bathe in glitter.
And coconut oil.
And coconut
You're like,
oil.
I'll put coconut. You've got one of those chemistry things where you pull the thing and the water comes down.
It's like the bath.
Yeah, you're like, coconut oil, and then you glitter.
I really do.
Glitter.
So I realized I
Elmer's
can't
glue.
like lube up with coconut oil in the
Bloop, 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 bloop.
like in the shower because it like when Jacob steps in later, he's like, whoop.
Oh yeah, don't put body lotions of any kind on in the shower or you will kill someone.
No. So like
Yeah, bad move.
You get out of the shower and then go to the lube station, which is like the garden tub.
Right.
Because he doesn't get in that.
No.
That's like my domain.
Nobody uses the garden tub.
I do.
I
do.
You use a garden
I
tub.
quite like my bathtub.
I've never used a bathtub.
You
No.
take it, you shower and scrub all Japanese style, and then you get in the tub and like fill it with.
Sounds like a lot of water. I've gotten it, so I get in a bathtub if I have a hemorrhoid or something, or like a muscle pain. That's when I use a bathtub. That's the only time. Is like my legs hurt. I think I need to get in the bathtub because of my muscles.
Freaking inversion table, man.
I'm not. No, that was like a roller coaster from hell. I'm never getting on one again.
That is sick. Like my feet, I can feel my feet again.
That's actually really good. So you, who was having like diabetic numbness issues, even
Yes.
though you're not a diabetes.
It's called
Diabetes.
sciatica.
Yeah.
and referred neuralgia.
My
or something.
legs hurt on an almost constant basis because I got sciatic problems.
Inversion table.
You know what else hurts when you have a sciatic problem? Your nuts hurt when you've got a sciatic problem.
Really?
Some days
Steven,
you're
that's
like,
not good if
your
it's spread
back-
there.
No, it's not the pain. So it's referred pain, right? It's hurt your nuts. My buddy told. So I had this problem.
My nuts have been referred.
So no, so I said I've got I think I got a back problem and I need to stretch or whatever because you're supposed to stretch when you have sciatic issues. And my buddy looks at me and he goes, "Your nuts hurt?" And I said, "Yeah, actually, some days, yeah, I have nut hurt problems." And he was like, "Yep, it's your sciatic nerve." I said I had the same thing. I went to a doctor and they gave me these exercises to do.
Like nut exercises?
Yes, nut exercises. They actually there's this really cool contraption they hang over your door, and you just kind of get up like Spider-Man, and you
just hang by
you
your butt.
hang by your nuts, and you do ab lifts. Like it's
Oh my god.
no, they're not exercises. They're not nut exercises. They're back stretches.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes, inversion table. Holy crap, that has saved my life. Like, I
Yeah.
can feel my feet again. If I wake up and my back hurt, I flip upside down for 5 minutes, and I'm like, boom.
I feel like Arnold Schwarzenegger at the end of Total Recall when I laid on that thing. And I was upside down.
Lobotomized?
My eyeballs were just going.
That was really good.
That's how I felt.
That was really good.
That's how I felt. I felt like Paul Verhoeven was watching me going, I need these faces for reference for my next film.
Yes. But so the first time I flipped upside down, that I will tell you was just awful because your heart's like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
You're upside down. But you your body reacts almost immediately. Like the next time I did it, my heart's like, oh yeah, I remember this.
Your body's an amazing thing.
That's how you go to space, man.
Yeah, you got to get in the centrifuge, and then you're like...
Somebody please be screen capping his faces, like, please.
It's really... Yeah, man. Like, it's kind of like when you first start running, your body goes, we're just walking to the car, right? No, we're not. We're not walking to the car. Hold on, I didn't know we were going to do this. Hold on. Hey... Please, I want to get off the ride. And that's when you collapse in the road and you're like, I'm going to die. But then after about a week, your body goes, yeah, I know what you're up to now. I got this.
No, at no point does my body get
No,
used
it
to
will.
running.
It will. It'll go,
Yeah.
okay, cool. I'll just bump up my beats per minute here and we'll get you the oxygen where you need it, homie, because I got you. But
No.
first, your body's like, no, please, I can't do this.
My body says,
Heart Fugu says, why you do this, body?
yes.
Why you do this? We should do a factoid. You want to do one?
Yeah.
I got it here. By law, a pregnant woman can pee anywhere she wants to in Britain, even if she chooses in a police officer's helmet.
Now, guys, we did say in Britain, so if you're anywhere else, please don't go pee in a helmet and go, horseshoes and hand grenades, and I can piss in your hat.
And pregnant dudes can't pee anywhere.
Yes.
So we're clear.
We're really not good about pregnant people
No.
and pregnant guys.
We're the best. Our pregnant people are huge.
Huge.
We got the best pregnant people.
Huge.
Make pregnant people great again.
Tracts of land. Oh, did you hear about the lady with the license plate? She's got a vanity plate of her last name, but her last name happens to be Trump.
Oh, that poor lady.
Yeah, so she's getting she's like, it's my freaking family name.
It's not his, if you believe the things that have been said before.
I'm a pregnant man. I demand to pee where I wish.
You can pee anywhere you want. There's just consequences. That's fine.
Yeah, don't pee in front of children or you go on a list.
Ooh, yeah, don't pee in front of children.
Yeah.
It's not okay. Don't be exposed.
Don't
Don't pull your nuts out. Don't literally rock out with your stuff out. You know
I feel
what
like
I mean?
you can't hear the first part of that and then not finish it.
You can. It's really difficult.
Yeah.
But you're like, it's just terrible. Let's all take our pants off and play guitar together. Small town news. It's the old the opener for our band practice when I was in high school.
Yeah, I was gonna say Steven's high school experience was slightly different than mine.
Let's take our pants off and get in the band. Yeah. This is basically what we did. I don't think we ever. I think maybe one of us had a shirt off at one point, but I don't think there was any pants removal. If I can recall. But I mean, when you're rocking out, sometimes you just have no idea where your clothes
Shirt, no
went.
pants.
No, Winnie the Pooh. Topless selfie leads to a crash with a squad car. Police say a 19-year-old Texas A&M University student who rear-ended a squad car told an officer she was taking a topless selfie.
Your face was the best reaction ever. It was just perfect.
Stop sexting, or just wait till you get home. Like, why? No dude is worth you taking your top off and taking a pic. He's just going to sell it to his friends. No, it's not true. He says he loves me. No, you're wrong. You're wrong. He loves you for now. Like, this is the new class ring. Like, we've had the class ring conversation before, right? Never give a girl your class ring.
Right.
One day she's going to get mad at you and throw it out the car window.
Right.
My mom's infinite words of advice to anyone out there curious about this whole thing. Well, now they'll do class rings. They're just like, send me a picture of your boobies. I'll keep it safe forever.
Like immediately, like when they're 12.
They're like 13 and they're like, I just grew these. Want to see them? Yeah, let's look at them together. And then it's like, yeah, we're going to be in love forever. And then she goes off and then the dude's like, hey, you want to see something that I got from Jessica blah, blah, blah down the hall?
Because you can take a screenshot of
these are tatas.
Snapchat.
It does tell the people. That
right,
doesn't
but they
help
can't
you.
do anything about
Can't
it.
do anything. You can't go, I'm going to delete it. It just says, they got a screenshot. I've made a horrible mistake in my life.
Please don't put that on Twitter like Anthony Weiner.
No, don't put your wiener on Twitter.
Don't wiener your wiener.
Twice. What, didn't he get caught again for that? It's just time to...
Oh, no. Apparently what it was the FBI is now investigating him and Hillary because there were emails that were sent between the two of them.
I don't care anymore.
I just think it was
like,
funny.
if I hear the word email again, I'm just going to choke somebody.
Well, I mean, we know what was in the email if it was between Wiener and Hillary. It was his wiener.
It was his wiener. And she's all like, that's gross, Anthony. Put that away. Like, what are you doing? Miranda K. Radar posted $200 bond after she was charged with drunken driving and possessing alcohol as a minor. A police report says an officer was checking a reported disturbance when he heard brakes squeal and an SUV slam into the patrol car behind him. Oh, mama's gonna be so mad. Rader told the officer she was taking a topless selfie of herself to Snapchat to her boyfriend. Police say an open bottle of wine was in her console cup holder. So basically, ma'am, I don't care what you were doing with your phone, but you've got an open container. Like, you really didn't even have to tell him. She could have just said, I was distracted behind the wheel.
With my bottle of...
But
well, she was drunk, so I'm
look.
assuming that's why she told him.
Look, Ossifer. My
Would
boobs.
you like to see them too?
I sent my boobs through the internet to my boyfriend. He's got my boobs now. You don't know what I've been through tonight. And then she just breaks down into tears. And it's just like, you just see the officer just shaking his head. Like, what are we doing?
19-year-old girls are a mess. Holy crap.
Girls from the age of 12 to 24 are a mess. Yeah? Yes.
I actually think we could expand
You
that.
think you could go to 30?
Girls from the age of inception to death are a mess.
Boys are stupid. Girls are crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
guys are stupid and girls are just...
Girls are great. Like middle school girls, I've been in an elevator with middle school girls at work for like 30 seconds and thought to myself, I don't want one of those. I don't know what they were just talking about. I have no clue. They were just talking together. It sounded like a bunch of squirrels having a conversation. And I thought, no, I'm not. No.
I hang out with them way too much.
I want another dude, baby. Sam is the coolest.
You gotta get your like spare. I mean, you got your air, but you gotta get your spare.
Your
and
air
then
and
you
your
can
spare.
have kids. Yeah.
Yeah, that is. You do really need two of them.
Yeah.
Because they entertain each other. So I'm told. At least that's the lie I've been pitched.
Yeah, I wonder if that's like, look, I'm miserable, so I want you to be miserable too.
Go have your nuclear family. That's what Lando told me. He said, go get your nuclear family and get it over with. Like, hey, whatever.
That's it. Yeah. I mean, if you can't have dog babies, you have people babies.
But the thing is, I think people babies, though a lot of effort, are less, maybe this is crazy, but a little less effort than dog babies. Because dogs, yeah, you can train them, but they're always doing the same. They're always 2-year-olds.
Yeah.
Like, at some point, Sam's going to mow the lawn for me.
And not shit in it.
Yeah, your dog's not going to do that. Like, your dog's going to take a crap in the yard and you have to pick it up every day for the rest of your life. Sam's eventually going to poop in a toilet and I'm not going to have to worry about it anymore.
Right. And, like, Sam can walk himself. And
right.
Dogs
and then
won't.
One day he'll change my diapers when I'm old.
I was thinking about that. I'm like, this just reminds me so much of that freaking Star Trek episode where the people aged backwards and how, like... Yeah, I mean, your parents are so miserable taking care of you when you're little, but I'm like, but then you become 2 again.
Yeah, you go in a full circle. You go back to like, well,
frail and
crap.
helpless.
Yeah. And it's exhausting for your kids to take care of you. They're like, oh, awesome. I raised children and now they've gone to college and now I'm taking care of my parents.
Right. Yeah. Like,
You know?
I'm just like, I want to, like, if I get to the point where I'm just like, okay, I'm going to be like a vegetable, throw me out of a plane I can like selfie stick all the way down.
Yeah. I like your mom's idea of just leaning her up to a tree somewhere. Just waiting.
That would be slow and there would be like bugs involved. Like, just...
Well, no, you leave them with a gun and 1 bullet.
Oh.
That's the trick.
I mean, at least leave them with 2, because what if there's like an awful mishap? Yeah.
Yeah, what if I miss, you know?
Yeah.
That's a good way to do, because I have watched the retirement home shenanigans, and it's just like, oh man, I don't want to do that.
No.
I just don't want to do that.
No.
I don't. Now, maybe when I get there, it's all about like, I want to live as long as I can. But I think you're better off just getting the exploding heart thing when you're like 80 and just being done.
Yeah, I want to go out. Like, I don't want the slow fade. If I'm gonna go out,
Just take me. Don't mess with me. Just let's get it over with.
Jeez.
I say that now as a 31-year-old man.
I've sat and watched someone die for a week.
Oh,
and it was the most awful thing I've like you really do become desensitized. I'm just like, I'm like, if you don't freaking die tonight, like I'm gonna put a pillow over your face. Like, this is ridiculous. Just go.
Yeah, right? Like, this is terrible.
Like, now you're just being disrespectful.
Yeah, and because we are full of respect right now on Horseshoes and Hand Grenades. All of you ailing people would wish you would just go. We're tired. No, but there is a show. There's a show on Netflix that I do recommend called Extremis. It's not based on Iron Man. It's just,
it's not Extremis.
It's like a 30-minute little documentary of a intensive care unit at a hospital where they've basically got patients that have a terminal diagnosis. And it's like, okay, we're either going to leave them on the feeding tubes and maybe they get better. So it's not terminal, but, pseudo-terminal.
Yeah.
That's what they can call it that. Or we take them off the tubes now and let them die peacefully over the course of a few days because it's going to happen.
It's not a peaceful death. They starve to death and they die of dehydration.
Yes.
It's an awful, shitty death, and you sit there and wonder if they're thirsty the entire time.
Right. So when they take them off the tubes, they're like normal people and can die like with some dignity. Right. And not be, starving to death.
They're basically like a computer that's got a bad hard drive if you leave them plugged up. Like they're taking power and resources, but they're not able to spit out anything with it. Anything. Yeah.
It's just in there clicking. You just got the click of death for a week. Yeah, exactly. So it's a really good documentary. It's a little heartbreaking, not as heartbreaking to me. Like, I didn't cry. Apparently, I was told I should have, and the fact that I cried at Forrest Gump but can't cry at that show means that I have no soul.
Why do you watch shows like that?
Stephanie wanted to watch it, so we did. And I was like, this is not something I want to watch. And then before you knew it, I was watching it.
I watched pig sex, and you watch people dying.
I feel like watching people die is better than pig sex.
Well, they didn't show the pig sex.
I would hope not.
They alluded to... I mean, there's no squealing, which I was thinking.
There's more squealing in Deliverance than there probably is in that episode of Black Mirror.
At what point as a society do we go watching someone... Like, you're sitting there watching them, and they're like, well, they're on medication. Great, but medication on an empty stomach, guess what that makes people do? It makes them throw up. If they don't have any liquid or anything in their stomach, they're just going to sit there and, like, gag for 20 minutes, and there's nothing you can do because they can't swallow.
Yeah.
And their mouth is dry, and like they give you these stupid peppermint lollipop things, and I'm like, nobody wants peppermint lollipops. Like,
ice chips.
It's just awful. Like, so awful. Like, just give me a shot of something like you would a freaking cat or a convict that's sentenced to death.
Yeah, why do they get the shot? That's a good point.
What the hell?
What the crap? Hold on a second.
He has a button for
Hey,
that.
RDP, so good to have you on the stream with us, man. Where's my button?
I'm as mad as hell.
You know what really grinds my gears?
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Why the crap are inmates allowed to choose when to die, but we have to let our good people sit there and rot in a hole for 6 months with a tube down their throat? What do they need to do? Go out and murder somebody so they get the death penalty? You get death with dignity? Why are we doing this to them? Why does the guy who did something horrible get such a nice nap and then doom? We got this lady over here who's like, I would really like to die right now, but I can't tell my family, and I've been sweet, and I'm a nun and stuff. This is ridiculous, this society we live in. Where's Dr. Kevorkian? Get him on the phone. I got questions.
That's, if I'm 80 years old and I am laying hooked up to stuff and I can't swallow it, no swallow response, and I have to, like, because they say, you'll be dead in a couple of, that's not necessarily true. It can take
No, it
weeks.
can take a long time.
It can take a long, and
take a long
every
time.
day is a week to the people watching you, and to that person that's like, man, I'm really effing thirsty and I can't swallow, and they keep shoving like peppermint and stuff and like stuff that makes me nauseous, but they're like, well, it makes them feel better because they think I'm not in any pain, and you're laying in one freaking position and you have like bed sores and you have to have a diaper that people change, and these people that having to change a diaper of a woman that grew up in the most like modest mindset on the planet, just freaking give me a shot of something and put my ass to sleep.
Yeah.
It's so much bullshit. But no, then you're a murderer.
Yeah. Then,
whatever.
Yeah, death with dignity is a thing. Why are we talking about? Who got on this topic?
You.
Is this you? I blame you.
I brought up something that you liked, and then we destroyed it.
What did we talk about? I don't remember. Welcome
I don't
back to
know.
Horseshoes and Hand Grenades. We're so glad to be here with you today on this wonderful day before Halloween. Halloween Eve, as they say.
Pre-Halloween Eve.
We're already 40 minutes into the show. Do you want, how many stories do we have?
Wait, there's
four.
four.
There's two really long ones.
Okay, so
Can we cut one of them?
let's do. I can summarize the next one.
The burger time?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. You do whatever you need. I just think that we want to keep the show at an hour.
That's true.
So
there's a police chase, right? Like,
hold on, I got it.
yes. Okay. Police station, and they're like chasing this dude, and this dude's like, police, and he's like running away and some shit, and then he's like, oh, In-N-Out burger. Yeah. So he pulls into the In-N-Out burger and like orders food during the police chase. And
Okay.
yeah.
That's pretty much it?
Yeah.
That's a good summary.
Is your phone?
My
like,
phone's ringing. My mom's calling.
Tell your mom hi.
Okay, let's
You should
see.
answer it and tell her hi and tell her she's on the show.
Hello?
Hey, Steven.
Hey, Mama, you're on the show because
Hi,
we were doing it.
Lucretia!
Oh, hey. Are you on the show?
Yeah, we're doing the show.
You're on the show too.
I didn't know that. Let me let you go so you can do your show.
Okay.
I just wanted to call and say hello.
Oh.
Hey, Ashley.
I love
Love you too. I miss y'all.
you. We miss you.
Okay, y'all have a good one, and I can't wait to listen.
Thank you, Mama.
Love you.
Love you
Bye-bye.
too. Bye.
She is the most awesome, sweetest lady ever, and
That
I
was
miss her voice.
Coleman ran in. Say hello to your mother for me. That's my mom. She's like our biggest fan ever. We haven't done the show, and she's one of 3 people that were like, "When are you doing a show again?
She's awesome.
Why are you not doing a
I
show?"
love her voice. She's just like a little sweet angel.
I have a very sweet mom. She's the
Yes,
best.
star.
Everyone needs a good support person. My mom's like, you can write a book. You can be in a band and play music. Of course, you're the best podcaster that ever lived. And I'm sitting there going, these are not true statements, but they're very sweet. They're very sweet.
I love it. Your mom's like, here's a really expensive microphone that I'm going to donate to the show.
Yeah. She was like, Ashley needs a microphone like you. Coleman says I have whiskey as my support person.
There's a guy that made whiskey out of his grandmother's diabetic pee, and I laughed and called it pisky. I am the wiener.
You got a point. You know what? When all else fails, just a little bit of whiskey ought to do the trick.
Bras.
Dude, NaNoWriMo's coming up, right?
Yeah.
I have scribbles of a story. I cracked it yesterday.
Did you?
I cracked it. I'm gonna write this sucker.
So what do you do if you're already working on crap? Do you like stop what
can't-
you're already doing and like start a new thing?
You can't use what you have pre-written to contribute to NaNoWriMo. You would have to start a new story.
So I would have 3 things going on.
Yes, you would have your 2 projects, and then you would have a third NaNoWriMo project. But the NaNoWriMo is a quick and dirty 50,000 word thingy.
Yeah, that's true.
Quick and dirty meaning, it's still incredibly challenging and hard to do, but it can be done. 2,000 words a day.
So if you get it done like the first 2 weeks, then you could return back to normal.
Yeah.
Since I don't do adult work.
Right. So
anymore.
You are a professional project doer. And so you could put that as part of your projects that you do.
I'm a professional project doer.
I've got to squeeze my writing in between work, babies, and Steffi time. So somewhere in the...
At least there will only be two and a half of you this time for the month. It won't be squeezing between chi, baby, work, and in-laws.
Oh no, yeah, it'll be fine. So I'm gonna be okay though. I'm gonna write at lunch and stuff. I got to make it happen. I've won for 2 years, 2 out of 4.
Adult NaNoWriMo.
This is ridiculous. News better left untold. Lover of large.
I made this until you had to read this one because it's just so funny.
You're just the terrible. Men who want to have sex with giants are using the internet and new technology to bring their incredibly niche fetish to life. And virtual reality could be the next frontier. So virtual reality is the next frontier for everyone who's lonely and would really just like to pretend that they're engaged. It's like the new... They've already done it. They've already done virtual porn.
Yeah, wasn't that like the first VR thing?
That's
ever?
like the second VR thing. The first VR thing might have been looking at a scenic thing. And then after that, they were like, okay, now let's figure out how to have sex with something. Macrophilia, which translates as lover of large, refers to people who are aroused by the thought of having sex with others who are significantly larger than they are. By larger, they mean huge. We're talking about King Kong size or larger. I don't even understand.
Like not fat. They're talking
No, they're
tall,
talking like
gigantor
big
thing.
Yeah. Oh, Coleman's has to leave because he's got to go take a shower.
I love
Have
you,
fun with that.
Ranahan.
Nudie Coleman. Nudie Coleman. I watched this movie. It was good. Coleman's got a good movie. And while it's impossible to actually fulfill the fantasy of having sex with giants, the internet and editing technology is allowing men to indulge in their fantasy. Some men, not men, as in general men. And why does it have to be men? Why isn't it chicks who want to engage
I think
with
this
giants?
is specifically guys that want to do women so large that like they could topple a skyscraper, which makes me begs the question. I mean, there would be is it in yet?
Oh, yeah.
Like, you could set up shop in there.
I'll be selling lemonade from over here today. Can I tell you a funny story?
Oh my god, I can't even imagine.
It doesn't have anything to do with giant vaginas. What it does have something to do with is a giant. So there was a Facebook poll on a group that I'm in, or a Facebook game, and it was the name of your vagina is the last movie that you watched.
What?
And I'm like, I can't participate in this game because I do not have one. But I asked Stephanie.
Oh my god.
I said, hey, Stephanie, what's the last movie we watched? And she goes, oh, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. And we both died. We were laying there in stitches because that was the best name I've ever heard. And it made perfect sense. What was the last movie you watched?
Sweeney Todd.
I'm pretty sure you can fill in anything. And
My vagina sings.
Oh, that's amazing.
I hate that movie.
What?
Sweeney Todd.
Oh, why?
because I love the plot, but the movie, oh my god, there's so much singing, and
it's a musical.
Johnny Depp can't. You don't.
It's a musical.
If you're gonna make a friggin' movie, make a movie. If you want to make a musical, leave it on the stage. Damn.
That's okay. You know what? Fair enough. That's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. You're right. Leave it on the stage. Get your singing back to Broadway.
Like, I don't want, like, if I don't want to watch Johnny Depp sing. He's not a good singer. But I did realize that Snape, Wormwood, Wormtail, and Bellatrix were all in that movie together.
Yeah, that's because there's only so many British people.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Oh, Dress loves Dorkbot, and Dorkbot doesn't do anything yet. Dorkbot 9000. Yeshbot is apparently very upset about your saying music.
That's because Yeshbot walks the streets every night taking pictures of gutter trash, singing out loud and scaring people.
That's fair enough. You know, I like musicals, but I'm with you. I kind of get it. The Sweeney Todd I liked because I liked the imagery, and I'm a Tim Burton fan, and I thought the music was pretty good. Now, Les Miserables, I found myself getting a little bored. And Lord help you if you ever watch Into the Woods. Into the Woods
was that all
is
singing?
cringeworthy. Like, it's awful. It's painful. It sucks. Hated it.
So the plot to Sweeney Todd is fantastic. It's basically like if you took the Count of Monte Cristo, and if Dantes did not have a mentor in prison, he would have ended up like Sweeney Todd.
Oh, you're just a psycho.
Yeah.
Just, I'm going to kill people, and you're going to make them into pie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then now everybody's going to love him.
Yes.
There's some good music in that thing, though. But I think you're right. On the stage, it would have been better.
Yeah, it was, because it was, I'm like, why? Like, these are for the people that can't go to Broadway to see this thing, so we're going to put it in the theater. And I'm like, if they don't want to go to Broadway, they don't want to go to the theater. Anyway.
There really was no better person to do it, though, than Tim Burton for that particular
No, that's true.
deal. And by the way,
make a claymation something then. You don't need real people.
Well, then he went off, he did The Corpse Bride, and it was cool.
I know, but just continue on with it. I don't want to listen to Johnny Depp sing. He can't sing.
You don't have to do that.
He sings like I sing. Blah, blah, blah.
Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children was pretty rad, though.
When did you guys watch that?
We went on a date last Sunday, and it was glorious. We left the house without a baby and went to eat food and see a movie. Oh.
You realize I will watch your child if you, like, give me a night.
I know.
Okay.
But we got to leave.
I'm glad you could do that, like, on a bi-monthly basis. If you, like, hey.
Right.
Ashley, what are you doing Tuesday night?
We're going to be by ourselves soon.
Oh. So there's going to be, like, another one of them?
What?
The child's?
What, they're going to have another child?
If you're by yourselves.
No, why would I have another child?
I mean, because her knee works now.
No, it does not.
It works well enough to make another child.
We're not having another baby. We're not. Listen, Mama, no one's having babies.
They're just going to practice for a while.
No, stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Read more about the Gigantor.
What do they do? The possibilities are endless. Can you imagine how it would feel to be sitting in front of a giant? I couldn't handle it. That's gross. That's disgusting.
Please, someone just clip that quote and make it Stevens.
That's terrible.
Wait, you gotta read it again so it sounds like you're into it.
Okay. The possibilities are endless. Can you imagine how it would feel to be sitting in front of a giant? I couldn't handle it.
I forgot how fun it is to read shit with you.
I like being the earnest report, like, just as technology continues to progress, the scope for realizing the most outlandish of fetishes will too.
I'm gonna pee.
We can all do this together.
I'm not allowed to say crap.
No, not in front of the baby. He's starting to repeat words.
There's so many things that I'm gonna get in trouble for as baby learns to repeat things.
Yeah. Let's read the clown sightings and let's wrap this thing up so we can go do whatever it is we're doing.
So, you know how there have been, did you want to, like...
I was going to do the burnout.
Okay,
burnout. 'Cause 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 '
Yay.
Perfect.
This is just funny, so I'm gonna like speed through it. Police are encouraging caution amid a rash of public complaints and social media reports in a number of states. People are dressed like clowns and acting suspiciously, even if they think they are knucklehead pranksters or simply bogus.
I will shoot a clown.
I
will shoot a clown.
I'm gonna follow this up with something, and then you're gonna be like, yes. So, real clowns, like the MDK clowns from outer space, are pissed. Authorities in Greenville, South Carolina, were among the first to report a clown-related incident in recent weeks. Last month, some children reported clowns trying to lure them into the woods with money.
Yeah, that's not okay.
No, I don't know if it's real or not, because people are like, there's some of these are BS.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Sheriff's deputies found no evidence, however, not even a prankster in a clown suit. But for whatever reason, since then, people in Alabama, Georgia, Maryland, North Carolina, and now Pennsylvania and California, because I just read one again, have reported scary or suspicious encounters with people dressed like clowns.
Welcome to the Legion of Dogs.
You gotta follow. Thanks, Jackrabbit. That's who I'm gonna assume.
Thank you so much for the follow. Hi. All the highs ever. Welcome to
Says
clown.
how. You did not type that appropriately.
Oh.
How? You're making fun of people.
No. I mean, I'm Cherokee. I can say how.
You can. Even though it's not anything that any Native American ever said.
Yeah, I know. Whatever. When people report these things, it should be someone dressed like a clown, because a real clown would never dress or do anything to scare anyone, said Trish Emanuel, 55.
Oh.
What?
That makes sense. I'm sorry. I was having a moment.
Oh, dear Lord. What makes
That's
sense?
they're not clowns. They're people dressed like clowns.
Right, yeah.
There's a difference.
Which, no, to me, there's not, because clowns are terrifying. She runs Moose Burger Clown Arts Camp in Buffalo, Minnesota, which is just the best.
That's the best name.
The camp, named for her alter ego, Priscilla Mooseburger, trains about 100 clowns each year. How do you train to be a clown?
There's schools for clowns.
It's not okay.
They learn how to balance on a ball and juggle and do balloon animals.
No.
It's training, man.
No.
Every profession needs training.
No.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let's see here. Some of them are like I said, some of them are hoaxes. But anyway, so in California recently, because of all this has been building up for months, all this clown crap. So a clown jumps out in front of a guy. Guy takes out his gun and pistol whips the dude. I'm like, there's only so many times you can jump out and try to scare somebody before they're lucky they didn't shoot the
Yeah. Yeah, you're lucky you're not dead.
Yeah. So I don't know what happened after he got pistol whipped and yada yada yada.
Yeah.
But I mean, killer clowns from outer space. That's all I'm saying.
You gotta don't do this stuff. If you're an idiot, person who would go put on a clown costume and go out and creep up on kids, so two things. Or yes, my mom told me this. More mom wisdom from my mom who called us earlier, if you remember. Two things people will kill you for. Good people will kill you over. Their children and their money. Their children being the first thing.
Yeah.
Good people were turned into people who will rip your throat out.
For their kids?
For their kids.
Oh, yeah.
They will go total mama bear. You're like, oh, she's so sweet. She's such a sweet lady. Hurt her child, she will rip your testicles off.
And eat them with baba beans.
It's true. So don't do this stuff. Leave the kids alone. You stupid clown people. I will
Don't scare Mama
you.
Bear.
Don't scare Mama Bear. That's your bumper sticker.
I feel like you should just not scare people in general, because I mean,
quit being a dirtbag.
Well, most people will run, but some people I took my vehicle in to get it serviced, and I was sitting there and I'm like, crap, I've got weapons in my thing. So I get my gun out, I get my ammo. Jacob's like, give me your K-bar. So I get he's like, you've got another gun in there somewhere. So I'm pulling out knives and guns from all over my car. And I'm like, I feel awful for anyone that would ever try to do anything to me if I was in the vicinity of my vehicle, because they would die.
You're like, I have guns everywhere.
I mean, they're all within reach. And I'm like, oh yeah, I've got one right here and one right here. And because in different scenarios, if something happens, I need a weapon within reach.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just saying.
get your weapons and keep them near you. That's what
Saying.
this is America. Like, don't play around.
Jackrabbit be clowning. Ha!
Hey, here's a good question. I got a question to end the show and then a thing. The question is a Pop-Tart.
That's not a question. That's a word.
That is,
My question is Pop-Tart. Candidates may discuss now.
no, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you to question it like Jeopardy. No, here's the thing. When you say I'm going to eat a Pop-Tart, do you mean 2 Pop-Tarts in a package, or is a package a single Pop-Tart in your head? Like, I'm going to go grab a Pop-Tart. Does that mean you're eating both of them that are in the package together, contained to be eaten in one sitting?
Yeah, like nobody eats one
Right?
Pop-Tart.
So you'd say a Pop-Tart.
Right,
You
I'm
really
not going to
mean
eat. If
the
I say 2 Pop-Tarts, I'm getting 4.
4. Yes! Yes! High five! Yes! Tell your sister that, and your mom. 'Cause
We'll
they're
have to
both
ask
like,
Jacob, because at $20 he'll say the same thing Stephanie says.
He will. He'll say, no, there's 2 Pop-Tarts. I
Yes.
told her it's like a Twix. A Twix is meant to be consumed as 2.
Right.
But it's just one
It's
Twix.
one Twix.
Right.
But there's 2
Thank
yes.
God someone else in this house can be here to help me.
Oh, Steven, we have officially won the zombie
The
question.
zombie question! We
Steven
won!
and I. Yes.
Yeah!
Officially won.
We won!
Suck up, Jacob, because you are wrong.
A doctor in front of a bunch of people.
An immunologist.
Yeah.
Talking about the zombie virus, what could happen to make the zombie virus, what in nature already resembles the zombie virus, and what would happen if there was a zombie outbreak of a virus. And this wasn't like, this was legit stuff. I mean, he was talking about, he's like, a virus, the host has to be alive for the virus to be transmitted. So he was talking about, but functions shut down till it's like basic.
Right.
So the person's going to need to eat. The person isn't going to look at a structure and go, gee, I want to climb that.
No.
No, it's just going to walk and find an easier food source.
Right. It doesn't care.
Yes, Jacob, in his snottiest, haughtiest voice, goes, in your professional opinion, blah, 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 blah. I saw this like scientific, because, science geeks unite. And he sit there and he shook his head. He's like, no. He goes, you're gonna reduce a human being to like an infant, and an infant's not gonna have the capacity to look at something and climb it. And Jacob's like, freaking graduate student.
Yeah, he just gets mad. Like,
I'm like, that's an immunologist.
yep.
Yes.
You wrong.
Yes. So zombies officially cannot freaking climb.
Cannot
High five to everybody who is on team right.
Yep, that's right. And there are stickers available on Redbubble. All you have to do is search Redbubble Zombies Can't Climb.
Thank
in
you,
your
Eric
Google.
Webb.
In your Google. Just put it in there. Buy that sticker. Slap it on everything, because it's the truth now.
Because you are correct.
It is not opinion. Not that I ever thought it was. It was always fact. But you know what? That's what it is.
But now we have like proof.
We have proof. Moving on. Moving on. So I started streaming a bunch.
Yes, Steven's
the
all
evenings.
streaming all the time.
I started streaming a bunch. I am going to officially kick off the Adventures of Steve with a real adventure game in the near term.
What adventure game?
This week. I'm trying to decide if I want to start with Full Throttle. So I got excited because thank goodness Dressed was around when I was playing Day of the Tentacle, or I would have been
I
wandering
don't
around.
understand what that is.
I would have been wandering around it. It's a purple tentacle tries to take over the world, and you have to stop him, and there's time travel. Don't worry about it. What's important is that I'm trying to decide if I want to do Full Throttle, which I put on my machine last night, or I want to play like Secret of Monkey Island Special Edition. Try that again, because I tried that once, but nobody joined me, and I kind of ran out of steam for whatever reason. But I didn't get very far into it, so could do it again. It's hard.
That's
but
what
Dressed,
she said.
Dressed inspired me because he helped me beat Day of the Tentacle without him. And he wasn't like, so when you do an adventure game and you're letting people watch you don't want somebody reading you a walkthrough. You want somebody like thinking it through with you.
Right.
So I was very thankful for his help, because he's like, what if you did this? And I did it and it worked. And I'm like, holy crap, that's the best. So the Adventures of Steve will be coming to the Two Dorks channel, so keep an eye out for that. I generally try to stream after Sam has gone to bed, so sometime a little after 8 p.m. in the evenings. Gonna try for maybe twice a week to do that to start with.
And then, are you guys gonna start doing
Yes.
couch capers again?
Yeah. Now that we're gonna be kind of chilling by ourselves, we'll probably do couch capers again.
Nice. I guess
that'd be
I
fun.
should actually like start screaming again.
You do whatever you want to do. You got your
you
projects.
can cover prime time.
Prime time. Yeah, it's hard to get attention in prime time, especially when you're playing point and click adventures where most of the game you're doing this. I wonder if I put that rubber chicken in the pan. No, it won't let me do that.
Well, that's
What
you
if
need thinkers. You need thinkers to watch with you.
Yeah, so it's actually fun. It's a good community puzzle solving event because I've got a list. I'm gonna do Broken Age. I'm gonna do Toonstruck. I'm gonna do
You have all these fun
Monkey Island,
games.
Monkey Island 2, Curse of Monkey Island, Grim Fandango. I'm gonna replay Full Throttle. I thought about picking up Loom. Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis was an adventure game. So a lot of them are old because adventure games, they ran out of popularity after
I don't think they
Grim
should, but
Fandango.
they were. I like them. I like
They're
thinky
so fun.
games.
I love thinking.
But nobody
It's
wants to
super
think
fun.
anymore.
No, they all just want the answer. Like,
I
screw
want
you
to
guys.
shoot shit.
Yeah, like there's no shooting. It's just very chill
Yeah.
puzzle solving. It's so fun. But that's what we're gonna do. So that's gonna be fun. And then Couch Capers will hopefully be returning
Yes.
soonly.
I love watching you
Figure
guys
out what-
play that. It's so funny.
Well, yeah, we yelled at each other a lot. It'll be great. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We're so glad to be back doing the show. Episode 366 been fun. You guys are great. Send your questions, comments, feedback, and hate mail to hnhshow@gmail.com. We'd love to see that and read your emails on the air, whatever they may be. Call us and leave us a voicemail at HNH Live on Skype. Download our show wherever finer podcasts are sold. Subscribe on Stitcher,
Stitcher.
Stitcher,
Twitcher,
and
Stitchers.
iTunes, and everywhere. Follow us on Twitter. I'm Steve HNH, and Ashley is Fate Kills.
Me.
PHAT Kills.
But not on Facebook, because Facebook's a pile of shit.
Yeah, Facebook's real name BS is causing some consternation amongst the smashes, but we're trying to handle that. And by we, I mean Ashley and Jake, because I ain't had nothing to do with it. And, you can always tip us. There's a tip button on twitch.tv/2dorkstv. If you feel like what we're doing is cool and you want to give us $1, that is always appreciated.
We like dollars.
Dollars are good, and we would like to leave you with these words of wisdom from the great Alexander Dumas, the writer of Three Musketeers, as well as the Count of Monte Cristo.
Such a good, awesome,
Yeah,
wonderful.
it's all good. He says, "It is necessary to have wished for death in order to know how good it is to live." Ah, such a truth. Thank you, guys. We love you. We'll see you next time on Horseshoes and Hand Grenades. It's Play-Doh. Bye, everyone.
I love you guys. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. And thank you for the follows and thank you for the fun times.
This was great. Great show, everybody. Everybody downstairs is probably ready to kill us by now.
Why are we supposed to eat at 5?
I have no idea. I just came up here and did a show.
Oh,
I just assumed that by 5:30 it was probably like, hey, are you guys ever going to come down?
they're good.
They're
I'm not
fun.
worried about
Yeah,
them.
they're
I think
doing
they're all entertaining each other.
They're great. They're great. I'm fine. I'm gangster now since I've been killing people in Grand Theft Auto for a day,
GTA.
so I don't even care.
RDP has a friend coming over. It's his 21st birthday.
Oh, don't drink too much, dude. Remember, alternate liquor, water, liquor, water.
Dude, yeah, don't.
Liquor, water. Don't be stupid.
Hangovers suck. Do not send your nipple pictures while driving.
Don't send your balls to people.
No.
It's not good.
I mean,
Be
your
careful.
fiance wouldn't mind. But.
I feel like we're such buzzkills. We're like, oh, you're 21. Happy birthday. Don't be dumb. Don't be dumb.
Dude, we're just trying to keep you out of jail. Like, we've been there, and we're trying to... We're giving you positive flocculating bacon grease.
You're gonna have a great time. And
Happy birthday to RDP's buddy.
Oh wait, hold on. I didn't know it was his birthday's. Oh, his 21st birthday.
No, it's not RDP's, is it?
Oh no, I misread that then. RDP.
Happy
birthday! Happy birthday to your friend. Tell him not to get too drunk and then it ends.
Happy birthday!
That was pitiful. It's pitiful.
Enjoy your work things, dressed as I will text you.
Y'all be cool. Love you. Bye.
Bye!